What's good? Welcome back to How to Magic. Magic! I am your host, EvanEra. Today I'm showing you 10 ways to force a card on someone. That is, make them pick the card that you want them to pick.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
You've probably seen some magicians do this in movies and on TV.
I'm going to flip through this deck, and I want you to see one card, not this one. That's too obvious.
I'm going to teach you the secret of how it's done right now. See a card inside this deck. Is that too fast? Did you not get one? Let me do it one more time. Watch. Got one? You could have thought of any card. But I think the card you thought of was the King of Clubs. Alright, here's the explanation for how it's done. Okay, our first step is to take a random card out of the deck and we're just going to trim a tiny bit right off the top. You only need to trim about that much of the card off. Alright, and that is your prep. Now let's say we want to force the King of Clubs. We place the King in the deck and we make sure our cut card is right in front of it. The reason we do that is there's a tiny little gap now when we riffle through the cards, and your mark will actually see that card for a couple milliseconds longer than they do all the rest of the cards. So you make sure to tell them to see a card inside, obviously not this first one because that's too obvious. You riffle through, have them see a card. Alright, for this one, let's say you want your mark to pick the 10 of hearts. So you're just going to go through the cards like this and have them say stop whenever they want. And whatever card they stop you on, you show the 10 of hearts. Here's how it's done. Start out with the card you want them to pick on the bottom of the deck. As you go through the cards like this from the front with your middle finger, your thumb is slowly sliding out that bottom card, just like that. So whenever they say stop, you're in a prime position to just pull that card right out and flip them over. This is the classic riffle force. Let's say we want our spectator to pick the 4 of spades. You're just going to riffle down the side of the cards like this and have them say stop whenever they want. So let's have them say stop right there. And they take a look at the card, and it is the 4 of spades. Now, here's how this is done. The card starts on top of the deck right there, and then you're going to cut it, and you're going to hold a break with your pinky. So you're going to hold what's known as a pinky break right there, and you're just going to riffle down the side of the pack with your thumb. And basically, wherever they say stop, it doesn't matter. You're just going to cut the cards at that point, giving them the 4 of spades. So in performance, it's just stop, boom. Alright, this one is called a double cut force. Check it out. Alright, we start with our force card, the 3 of hearts. We have our spectator cut the cards at any point they want and turn them upside down. They then cut deeper into the deck and once again turn those upside down. Then have them spread the cards out until they come to the first face down card, and that is their chosen card, and that happens to be our force card. Here's how that's done. It's completely self-working. All you have to do is start with the card on top of the deck, tell them to cut the deck wherever they want, flip it over, cut further down, flip it again, and it's already done. All they have to do is spread through, go to the first face down card, and it's our force card. And that is how you do the double cut force. Okay, this one is a classic spread force, where you make your mark pick the card that you want them to pick from a fan of cards. Let's say I'm going to do it with the 7 of spades. This is really all about timing. When the mark reaches out to pick a card, I'm timing it to where I put that 7 like right underneath their finger, and like I'm spreading the cards out. I generally have about 10 or so cards in front of the card that I want them to pick, and I keep track of where my chosen card is with a pinky break, just like that. But as I'm spreading the cards out, I'm kind of just like handing this card to them, like just presenting that one. And that is how you do a classic card force. Okay, this one is a classic card force. It is called the cross-cut force. Here's what it looks like. Let's say the card we want to make them pick is the 2 of spades. Place that right on top of the deck. Have your mark cut the cards wherever they want. And as soon as they do that, you take this half of the deck and sit it crossways on top of the part that they just cut. You're then going to distract them with a bit of misdirection, maybe ask them a question, and then when their attention comes back here, you're lifting off that other part of the deck and showing that card. Now to them, they're not going to make the mental connection that this is the top card of the deck. You remember when we started, we put our 2 right on top. So wherever they cut, we take the other section, put it on top, crossways like this. We distract with a question, and when we come back to it, you're just showing that top card. And that is how you do a cross-cut force. One way to force a card on someone is to just have every single card in the deck be the same card. You gotta make sure you don't show them the deck and they only look at that one card. But you could have an entire deck of cards that are just like all 2 of spades. This force uses a classic card magic move that pretty much any card magician should know, the double lift. Alright, our force card is going to be the Ace of Clubs. Have your mark pick any card they want and place it face down on the table. Don't let them look at it first. Immediately pick the card up, place it on top of the deck, turn it over, and show them their chosen card. Here's how we do it. What I've got here is actually a double lift. It's 2 cards held as one. So I start with my ace, the card that we want them to pick, on top of the deck. They genuinely have a free choice of any card they want. It doesn't matter which one they pick. All that matters is they put it face down on the table and they don't look at it first. You then take that card, place it on top of our force card, and then you catch a break underneath our force card. So underneath those 2 is where you want to catch your break, and flip both of those over as one. And that is how you do a double lift force. One way to force a card on someone that not a lot of people think about is a mental force. If you ask someone to think of a card, generally the first one that pops into their mind is the Ace of Spades, the Queen of Hearts, the King of Spades, or a 7. And it's generally in that order. There's been a lot of different studies and research done on the order that people think of cards in, but in my experience, it's like Ace of Spades is generally guys' go-to answer, and the Queen of Hearts or the Ace of Hearts, a lot of girls think of those 2 cards. Try it out for yourself. Write down your prediction on a piece of paper, like write down the Ace of Spades or write down the Queen of Hearts. Then go ask your mom or your dad or one of your friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, and see if you get it right. If you nail it, it's an absolute home run. All right, here is yet another way to force a card on someone. Let's say you want your mark to pick the 5 of clubs. Start pulling cards off the deck just like this, and just say stop whenever you want. And they say stop, and you say all right. So the 5 of clubs, that's your card. And now if you were paying attention, all I did, keep the 5 on the bottom of the deck, start pulling from the top, and when they say stop, you're just flipping the entire deck over. All right, this one is called a glide force. Here's a performance of what it looks like. For this one, our force card is going to be the Queen of Clubs. Tell your mark to think of any number between 1 and 30. Whatever they name off, let's say in this case they say 10, they can genuinely name any number they want. So they say whatever number it is they think of, and we count off that many cards from the bottom of the deck. So what we say, 10, what's that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's our force card. All right, here's how it's done. I'm about to reveal a secret. The secret to this force is really simple. Here's how it works. It's a very simple move, and they really can name any number they want. That's what's so brilliant about this force. All we do is start with our force card on the bottom of the deck right there. We'll use the Queen of Clubs again. Here's what they don't see. Underneath the deck, you're just going to slide the queen back just a little bit. I'm kind of exaggerating this a bit for example's sake. Really about there is where I have it in real life. Just enough space so that I can grab the cards right underneath it as I count them out. In performance, and when I get to the number that they said, say it's 14, whatever it is, it's at that point that you just grab whatever the force card is that you've been holding back here and put it down. If one were so inclined, one could use that move to cheat at poker as well. I do not recommend that.
Hold on there. Easy. What are you doing? Give me the deck.
And that is how you do a glide force. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe for weekly uploads. All right, giveaway time. I am giving away a rare deck of bicycle playing cards. It is the 130-year anniversary edition autographed deck of playing cards. I will send it directly to your door. All you have to do to win it is leave your craziest comment in the comment section below and go follow me on Snapchat. My name on there is Evan Rosenman. You can use the snap code thing right here, or you can just type in my name. You gotta go follow me on Snapchat, and you gotta leave your craziest comment in the comment section below. And I will send you this super rare deck of playing cards. I got a bunch of these. I might give like 4 or 5 of them away. So yeah, leave your craziest, randomest comment in the comment section below. You can leave unlimited comments, as many as you want, and be sure to go add me on Snapchat. I generally create a Snap story like every single day, so if you're missing out on the vlogs, you can always see what I'm doing on Snapchat. Hey, thanks again for watching my video. Click here or the link in the description for cool behind the scenes of how I make these videos. The behind the scenes is found on my vlog channel, EvanEra Vlogs. I encourage you to come over and check out that content. It's really cool. You can kind of see what it's like to hang out with me on a daily basis and see what goes into creating these videos. So click here or the link in the description to check out EvanEra Vlogs. Please go subscribe to that channel. And if you're new to this channel, hit that magic subscribe button for weekly uploads. The EvanEraTV shop is coming soon, so you will be able to buy thumb tips and magic pens and bite out quarters and all sorts of cool stuff, t-shirts, hats, sunglasses, all that good stuff. The shop is coming soon, so bear with me. It will be up soon and it will be announced here on EvanEraTV. Until next time,